activity. Dick Gephardt's the House Minority Leader. He's on Capitol Hill. Congressman, good morning.
Good morning, Brian.
Talk to me about this resolution condemning the attacks. What is the significance of that? Does it have practical value?
Well, it's an expression of deep feeling by every member of Congress, Democrat or Republican, that this was a horrible act of terrorism. We honor the heroism and courage and patriotism that our people are showing in the cleanup and in the search for bodies. And we ask for retaliation and finding the perpetrators and making sure that something like this never, ever happens again. Later in the week, we'll take up funding and authorization for the president to do what needs to be done. You have a united Congress, a united country against the worst act of terrorism on our soil in our history.
There is great unity in Congress right now, but as we try to get back to the business of business and the business of government, there are some very real problems out there. How long can people realistically expect the unity we're seeing to last?
I think it's going to last a long time, Bryant. After Pearl Harbor, this country was united and fought a 5-year war to victory. This was, again, a worse act of violence on our shores by a foreign force than even Pearl Harbor. I think you're going to see a united country. This is a generation of Americans who's not seen this kind of difficulty and violence, but we will rise to the occasion, and I think you're seeing the American people rise to this occasion right now.
The president has called these attacks acts of war and vowed retaliation. In the absence of a formal declaration, Mr. Gephardt, have you any problem with the president having total freedom to respond when and how he pleases?
I think he has that power to retaliate under the law. If he feels he needs additional authorization, I'm sure he will get it from the Congress as quickly as we can do that. We're talking with the White House in a bipartisan way now about what authorization he feels he needs and his people thinks he needs, and we're talking about a supplemental appropriation bill this week that will give them the resources not only for the cleanup and the rehabilitation that comes out of the violence, but also what we need to do to retaliate against the perpetrators.
Where the response is concerned, have you any problems with drawing resources from that part of the surplus that had been designated for Social Security?
Brian, again, this is a national emergency if there ever was one, so the funding will come outside of our budget. We have to do what we have to do. There is total unity in facing this thing down. This was an act against humanity, against civilization, and against everybody in America, and we have a responsibility to provide the resources that are necessary to face this thing down and overcome it. We're going to do it.
So there's absolutely no doubt the president will get the $20 billion that he has initially asked for?
I don't know the exact figure. We're going to be talking about it this morning. We're going to pin it down, but whatever the president needs, he will get. There is no air, there is no light between the Congress and the president and between Democrats and Republicans. This country is as united as I've ever seen it.
Looking beyond